we're recording now.
Okay.
Make sure that we're live. Alright, we should be live. Yep, we are live. Alright.
Alright.
So, today we have the Raw predictions for 10/7/2024 is the date today. So it's me and King again. If any of you guys would like to join the Discord, you guys are more than welcome to come in here and talk live with us. If any of you guys have any questions, please let us know in the comments. If you guys have any predictions, let us know in the comments. So, today, we have a huge Raw to talk about. This is after Bad Blood, which we'll talk about Bad Blood stuff at the end. I figure we'll wait until the end. We'll go through Raw stuff, and then we'll talk about all the stuff that happened at Bad Blood here at the end. So, yeah, so that's what we got planned for today. Hope you guys enjoy. Be sure to drop a like, subscribe if you guys are new. We have the main channel, which the podcast will go up on after the live stream is done here on the second channel. So if any of you guys want to see the podcast, it'll be on the second channel for those of you guys that don't see it live. So, all right. So today we have a lot to talk about. So we've got the Donnybrook match with Sheamus and Butch, as he don't like to be called, Pete Dunne. So we've got that match. We've also got Jey Uso and Xavier Woods. We also got Sami Zayn and Gunther's match. And also, Raw is going to be 2 hours tonight, supposedly. So this will be the first Raw that will be 2 hours in a long time. So we're going to get Raw 2 hours. And then when Netflix takes over, it will go back to its normal 3 hours. So, yep. All right. Anything you would like to add, King, before we start talking about the matches?
Well, I actually have a question. Do we actually want to start with the matches, or do we want to start with Bad Blood?
I think we should save Bad Blood for the end.
Okay.
If that's cool.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then we'll go through the matches, and then we'll talk about Bad Blood. All right. So the image. Let's go ahead and throw that up there. So we've got the Donnybrook match. We've got Pete Dunne and Sheamus going at it tonight. So let's see here. I don't really know what a Donnybrook match is. Is it something
Where's H Black? Let me get him in here, because we need someone who can fact check us. Match.
It's just a no disqualification match. That's all it is. It's just like a no disqualification match between them. That's all that is. Alright, so.
I'm testing.
The Donnybrook match, I'm pretty sure, is just a no disqualification match. See if I can fix the camera a little better. It looks like it was a little bit blurry or something.
It sounds like a street fight. It sounds like a street fight match, but just with
it's like probably just a street fight, like no disqualification style match.
It's just like a random assortments of weird items.
Yeah.
Because like Sheamus has been tagged with Shillelagh, a cricket
Yeah, that's
bat.
what I'm saying. It's going to be a lot of. It's like an Irish style street fight. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see. I don't know. They might start off Raw with this match, to be honest.
I feel like they're going to start off Raw with either CM Punk or not Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be something that's in play, because we don't really have a lot that they're giving us. So we're definitely going to have CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. We're definitely going to get to see, Seth Rollins, maybe Bronson Reed, maybe hear from Raquel, stuff like that too. So it's going to be an interesting night. It's going to be jam-packed, especially with it being 2 hours. They're going to really have a lot of stuff to push real quick, you know what I mean? So there probably won't be a lot of, like, downtime, if you know what I mean, like, seem like they're dragging on time, you know? They're going to probably get straight to the point is what they're going to do.
Yeah. Um. hmm. Yeah, with Raquel and like a bunch of wrestlers who returned and ended beefs, like I kind of wonder where a lot of these wrestlers are going after
Exactly.
Bad Blood.
Right. But yeah, Sheamus, Pete Dunne. It's gonna be a brutal one to see because I think Sheamus might. I don't know. Sheamus will probably get the upper hand in this match, I'd imagine, right? At least we hope so. I want to see
I
Sheamus
have
beat him.
no idea.
I feel like Pete. Well, Pete's got this like vengeance on him since he left. He feels like he was. I don't know. He feels like Sheamus let them down when they were the Brawling Brutes, you know? So I think
Yeah,
that's what this like grudge is all about and why they've been fighting over the past month or so.
yeah, I get that.
So this will probably be like that end feud type of a match, hopefully.
It
But
seems like
yeah, this is kind of like going to be their last feud type of thing. We're just going to throw you guys in a street fight style match and let you guys have at it.
yeah, this match is a little confusing for us.
Yeah. Cuz I think the other guy that was on Brawling Brutes is on NXT now, right? Rich
I don't
Holland?
know.
I'm
I
not
don't know who
positive
that.
on that, but I think he
That
is.
sounds like a name on AEW though.
He might be on
You know,
AEW now. I know MVP and all them are now.
yeah. Shelton Benjamin's on AEW.
Yep. Ricochet, like,
Bobby Lashley signed a deal with AEW.
yep.
So
It's
the Hurt
interesting.
Business
It's
is
like, what the
back.
heck?
Hurt Business is back, but in AEW.
So yeah, other than that, Sheamus and Pete Dunne are going to be going one-on-one in the Donnybrook match. Um, like I said, it's going to be a street fight style match. I think Sheamus will probably get the upper hand, but who knows with Pete Dunne? He's been, pretty aggressive lately, so we'll have to wait and see what's going to happen there. But I would like to see my
Yeah,
boy Sheamus whoop him up.
basically torturing his opponents.
Yep.
He's been having a he's been doing pretty well in NXT. I saw he had like a championship opportunity or something over on
Yeah,
NXT.
he's like a free agent in a way, in my opinion. But I think he
Yeah,
is technically on Raw, but he is like a free agent.
yeah. I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't really fully understand it, but when they start doing the bouncing around thing, it's almost basically like they're just a free agent, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, all right. So what match would you like to talk about next? Because we've got two images here.
I don't know.
Um,
They're both kind of interesting to talk about. I think we should talk about.
the Gunther and Sami Zayn one.
Yeah, that might be a good one to talk about next.
All right, Gunther, Sami Zayn. They are
Hello,
going
hello.
at it. So tonight, um, Gunther, Sami Zayn, World Heavyweight Championship on the line. Probably be the main event. Possibly Jey Uso could be the main event. I don't know which match. That one's a tough one to decide of which one's
I
going to be
think
main event because they're both main event
I,
material.
I think Jey Uso is main event, and I could go into more depth in when we talk about Jey Uso and his match next. But I think this is the night where Xavier Woods could finally turn on Kofi Kingston.
Yeah. Yeah, that could possibly be actually. You're probably right because I feel like maybe Kofi will get involved with something like that, but yeah, we'll talk about that whenever we get to that match. But yeah, Sami Zayn, Gunther. So, Sami Zayn's been at Gunther all like last month, and he's been trying to get that World Heavyweight Championship opportunity because, as you guys all
Yep.
know, Sami Zayn took the Intercontinental Championship away from him. So, Sami Zayn has defeated him before, and he's still skeptical. Gunther's skeptical on if he wanted to give him a match or not. But he finally gave in to him, gave him his match tonight. So we're going to find out if Gunther or Sami, who's going to be champion after tonight. And I feel like Sami's probably going to lose this match. Even though
Has
I would like to see Sami win it. I feel like it's going
has
to
Sammy
be,
ever won a world title?
I don't know if he's ever won a World Heavyweight Championship.
I don't even think he's won like the bigger championships.
Yeah, that
At
I'm
least
not
when
sure
I
on.
was watching it.
Yeah, I'm not sure on that one. That's a good question.
I just did something to my wrist. Oh my god, ow.
Yeah, my back's kind of hurting right now, but
I've been going for runs and they like I'm currently laying in my bed. That's how bad I should not be running. I really should not be running, but I don't know. It's just so exhilarating to run.
yeah, I get what
Use
you
up
mean.
stamina.
No, I totally understand what you mean.
Yeah, especially when you listen to music.
But
But
yeah,
I'm probably
Sami
gonna be my
Zayn, Gunther. So it's been a good month or so that they've been kind of at each other. I mean, Sammy's been trying to get Gunther for a while, and it just came down to the last minute when he finally gave him that opportunity, you know?
yeah.
So it's kind of interesting to see what's going to play out, you know?
Depending on how this match goes, this match should probably been about.
Yeah,
They should have made it an Extreme Rules match at Bad Blood. That would have been so much more better.
yeah, they should have. They should have added this to Bad Blood. That would have been a cool match to see.
I said this a couple weeks ago on one of the
There wasn't many
podcasts.
titles on the line at Bad Blood.
No, there wasn't
There
because it
was
was
5 matches
overshadowed
too.
by the team match.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm gonna go a little off topic here for about 3 minutes, but I went back and watched the podcast where I said that I had a hot take that tag team matches shouldn't even go into the second half of the pay per view, and
yeah.
I was right. Because the entirety of Twitter agreed that CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre in
Should
Hell
have
in a
been main event.
fucking Cell should have been main event, not The Rock coming back.
Exactly.
The absolute brutality these two wrestlers gave each other during that match was so good. It was so interesting to watch while also being disgusting at the same time that it should have been main event.
Oh yeah, I agree. I agree to the fullest. It should have been 100% main event.
So I hope they learn from this.
Yeah, I'm sure they
I hope
will.
they learn from this
Maybe.
and
They seem to follow
and
the feedback, so I mean we wouldn't have had Cody Rhodes and Roman last year. Or this year, I mean earlier this year at Mania.
yeah.
So yeah, Gunther, Sami Zayn, they're going at it. Like I said, this could be a main event, but I'm not sure because Jey Uso's and Xavier's might be as well. So we'll have to wait and see how that works out. But anyways, I feel like Sammy's probably going to lose this time. I feel like Gunther's probably going to go on to Crown Jewel and win that Crown Jewel belt maybe, or it depends on what's going to happen there because that's interesting. We'll talk about that here a little bit later because that is a new belt that's being added, and some of you guys might want to know a little more about it that you guys don't know.
Dylan,
So
you
we'll
know.
try to give you some information on that we know.
Well, Dylan, you know, since Cody Rhodes is currently involved with the Bloodline storyline, if Sammy does become champion and he goes up against Cody Rhodes at Crown Jewel for that Crown Jewel championship,
Yeah.
he could get involved in the Bloodline storyline.
Yeah. You're probably right. He might actually get involved with the Bloodline storyline. We still have yet to see what's going to happen there.
Although
I feel like Cody Rhodes is going to
that-
team up with The Rock and stuff, and they're all going to be in Bad Blood. Or not Bad Blood,
although
but
that's like a that's like
Survivor
a
Series.
if that's like a if Sami Zayn becomes champion.
Yeah, true.
So we'll have to see.
All right.
What
So
is going on?
you want to move on to the next topic now?
Yeah.
All right. We got Jey Uso versus Xavier Woods. So you guys all know Kofi got Xavier Woods a match with Jey Uso. So originally Jey Uso asked originally Jey Uso asked Kofi to fight him, and he said, "Nah, I think you should fight Xavier." So now Xavier's got a match for the Intercontinental Championship tonight against main event Jey Uso. Yeet.
Xavier hasn't finished his story either. And he's one of the few wrestlers currently wrestling on the main roster that hasn't held a championship, like a singles championship.
Right.
So while I don't want them to take the belt off Jey Uso so early, if they do, it would be for a good cause because
Yeah.
Xavier Woods has been in this company for God knows how long.
Same with Jey, but this was his first title too, so it's like,
yeah,
his first singles title at least.
even if Xavier wins tonight, I'll still be happy because now I know that both of these men have finished their stories.
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
But still, it's too early to end the reign.
Yeah, it is, and I don't see that happening. I feel like with this match, I feel like somehow Kofi is gonna get involved with it. You know what I mean? Like, or it's gonna get screwed up, and then that's like you were saying earlier. Xavier and Kofi will get into it, and it'll probably be the end of New Day for that, because they've been spatting a while. They've been hitting something, unless they're gonna make up, and you know what I mean.
Imagine Kofi somehow turns heel instead of Xavier Woods. That would be so shocking.
Yeah, you're probably right. And it could go that way too. He might be tired of being talked down like that. Like, what's up, bud?
Yeah.
Someone needs to calm Xavier down, because it's like it really. I get his point. They need the championship. They haven't been having much going for him for a while, and they feel like they're kind of at the back of the line, and they just aren't the New Day. They're the old day now, and they want to be the New Day again. You know what I mean?
They've been wrestling since I was watching wrestling, like a decade ago. Over a decade ago. That's crazy to think that these two have been wrestling for over a decade.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
As much as the evidence points to Xavier Woods turning heel, I feel like with this match tonight, I feel like it's more likely that Kofi could turn heel because Kofi could get involved with the match somehow. Kofi's been trying to, calm Xavier down, bring back the New Day for weeks, and maybe he's just tired of trying.
Yeah, you could be right on that, actually. Like, who knows in that instance?
I swear to God if I'm right.
I don't know. We're going to find out. Whether it'll be tonight or not, I don't know. You know what I mean?
Dude, if I'm right, I am buying a lottery ticket.
I would. So yeah.
Yeah, I feel like this match could be 50-50. While it is too early to end his reign, like, if Xavier does win, I feel like people would be happy that at least both of them are finishing their story.
Exactly. I agree with you on that.
And who knows, maybe Jey could win it back next week. And then Kofi will turn on Kofi next week.
Yeah, who knows, to be honest with that.
Is it likely that Judgment Day will get involved in this match? Probably, now that I think about it. Because I think Dominic's going to want a championship opportunity since he was, like, booted from
Jay's in the house.
Is that live? No way.
Yeet.
No way. Yeet.
Intercontinental Champions. Drew McIntyre. Yeah,
dude,
it's definitely crazy what happened there with Drew and CM Punk. That was definitely crazy. If you want,
I was so glad to see my favorite wrestler in my favorite match in the most brutal matches I've ever seen in WWE.
Right. And I feel like we should talk about a couple other topics here on Raw. So Seth Rollins came back and took out Bronson Reed, and Braun Strowman won that match. So we've got
Honestly,
something to hear from Seth Rollins tonight. We've also got possibly we're going to hear from Raquel, see what's going on there, and Judgment Day, where they fall in line. You know what I mean? Maybe she'll be a part of Judgment Day now and be by the
I
Liv
have
side. So that
confirmation from
means that technically mommy would have to get someone else to help her. You know what I mean? At that point. Because if they got Liv and Raquel on her, she can't take them both at the same time, you know? It's just not going to happen.
Is this the week that Becky Lynch or Asuka returns?
That would be insane, bro.
I say this every week, and
Or
oh my
Charlotte
god.
Flair.
I say this every week, and oh my god, I am so mad I say this every week.
There's so many people, like, there's so many people that could just come back. And
wrestlers to return.
I just feel like they're putting them in the back burner until they get to that specific storyline to put them in, you know? Because it's like, where's Otis? Where's Maxine? Where are they at? I haven't been watching NXT, so I don't know if they're over there right now. But
yeah, I think they're on NXT. I've seen a couple.
Where's all these wrestlers at that are in the background, like Asuka, Charlotte? I know she got hurt, so it's gonna be probably a while before she comes back, maybe. But who knows? I mean, there's still potential for that. There's just so many wrestlers. I can't even think of all of them. I mean, obviously Brock Lesnar, like, there's just like so many people that I can't think off the top of my head, but they're just put in the back burner. They're still on the roster. They're just kind of waiting for them to come into play. Like, even Becky Lynch, like, she's going to come back into play soon at some point, you know?
I think what's going to happen tonight is that
Becky will probably return on Raw, Netflix.
Liv and I think what's gonna happen tonight is like Liv and Raquel are probably gonna challenge Rhea to a tag team match either tonight or next week, and she's gonna have to find a partner by then.
And then that's when we'll get a return.
There are 3 big female wrestlers that are currently out. There's Asuka, Becky Lynch, and Charlotte Flair.
Yeah.
Like the big 3. Like, no joke, the big 3 in WWE.
Yeah, it's definitely crazy. I don't know who's going to end up, because she's going to need a partner, a woman partner, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Could you imagine if Becky Lynch somehow, like, helps her?
I don't know. I feel like a likely tag team partner for Rhea would be Becky Lynch or Charlotte Flair, maybe.
Right.
Because Liv took the title from Becky Lynch, and Charlotte Flair is we're just waiting for her to return. And honestly, if she returns in a tag team match, no one would be mad.
Exactly.
Because that's how long we've been waiting for her to return. Why is this so squeaky?
I don't know. But yeah, right. You want to talk about some Bad Blood stuff now?
Yes. Oh my god. Dude, I'm so mad.
Yeah, I know. I feel like Drew should have won, but that was still brutal regardless. That match was 5-star for sure.
Even though Drew didn't win, this match was definitely main event worthy. Not a normal tag team match. I don't care if The Rock returned during the match. He didn't even do anything.
I've seen everybody on Twitter post and say, "Oh, that's why they made this main event, because The Rock returned."
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you could get it, Jimmy returned, but we already knew that was going to happen. That wasn't the main reason they made it main event. I mean, unless they wanted to do, like, unless they were talking about, like, I don't know, to be honest, on that one.
Like, how are you going to
unless they were wanting to make it that because of Cody being his hometown, you know? But that's the only, like, logical reason I could see them doing that for. But, yeah, The Rock, obviously, that was the case.
Like, how are you going to fucking... how are you going to make the biggest rivalry in years how are you gonna make the biggest rivalry in years be outshadowed by a normal tag team match with a return that was semi-okay
Stretching a
and
little bit.
and another return that didn't even do anything? He just put 3 fingers up to the air, teasing like what, a triple threat match? Like, oh wow, we never saw that coming.
Right. No, I don't know. I don't know in that instance. It's got my gears turning. Because
I still don't believe.
Rollins is now in play with Bronson, so he can't be involved with. Because you know CM Punk took him out, so I think there's still some unfinished business with Rollins and CM Punk too.
Yeah.
So there could still be possibly a triple threat, but I don't know what Drew's gonna have in mind because you know he's got staples in his head now, and now, you know, so it's gonna
Well, Drew
we'll have to see what
obviously.
Drew's gonna do. He might Drew Mack and retire now, you know, who knows?
Well, Drew obviously can't wrestle with those staples in his head.
No,
People
no.
will
And you remember
rip
when
him
Finn
out.
had staples in his from the Edge and stuff match from that Hell in a Cell match.
I I did not know that.
That
No.
was last year, I think, or maybe 2022. I can't remember. But yeah, Finn was screwed up, dude. You knew that that ladder did something to him the second Edge threw it.
So I didn't go on Twitter until I actually watched Bad Blood. And when I did watch Bad Blood, I got like I forgot where I got the source, but I saw a post that said that Sami Zayn and Jey Uso will not get involved in the Bloodline storyline, according to
Yeah,
an
I don't know
insider.
anything about that. I know there's a lot of predictions that they would have, and there's still potential that they could, but I feel like they're gonna lean more towards like a Rock, Roman, Cody type of thing, with Jimmy. You know what I mean?
You think The Rock's gonna team with Roman,
Oh
Jimmy,
yeah,
and
I feel like they're going to in the end, and then something's gonna happen. They're gonna feud, or maybe not. Maybe The Rock's gonna go for Cody, and Roman's gonna step in, and that's what's gonna cause Roman and Rock. You know what I mean? I don't know. Something weird's gonna happen like that, because you know Rock and Roman are definitely fighting WrestleMania 41 in Vegas. That's no
when
brainer.
so
They're
I
already
think you're
hinting at it.
right. And I think you're right. And the reason I think you're right is because when The Rock left in the first place, he actually showed a lot of respect for Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, and then he said, "I'll catch you. I'm gonna run off into the sunset, but when I come back." Or something, I'm coming for you, or something like that. Or he said something weird like that. I can't remember the exact
Yeah.
thing, but that was kind of what he quoted, or hinted at least. But now that Roman and Rock basically caught Roman and Cody being friends there, so is he going to get all down the throat of, Roman and be like, hey, boy, like, why are you helping him? You know what I mean? Or there's something weird going to happen there. And whether or not Rock and Cody fight first and then Roman gets involved, I don't know. Something weird's gonna happen. That's all I gotta say. And I know the fact that with Rock being back, that they're already hinting the WrestleMania 41 with Rock and Roman. So it's just something that's it's gonna be interesting to see how it plays out. Over the next few weeks with that. If Rock shows up at SmackDown, vice versa, or what's gonna happen there, because we're just gonna have to wait and see for more information to see what gets spilled out before like we can determine or predict what's even gonna happen in that instance. Because as of right now, really the only thing that I can think of is like Cody and The Rock getting into it, fighting, and then Roman getting involved with it, and then that's what's gonna get The Rock and Roman feud. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll have to wait and see when we
I
get some
almost
more information on that. I'm sure we'll hear more Friday on that regarding
almost
what happens.
turned on my face cam.
Oh no, you're good.
I almost turned on my face.
No, you're
Please
good.
do not tell me. I just showed my face by accident.
No, you're good.
I'm going back in the stream just to make sure. I don't wanna.
No, you're good. It's no big deal. But yeah, Bad Blood was absolutely insane. All the matches were pretty good.
Oh, thank God I didn't show my
Drew
face.
McIntyre, CM Punk, that was absolutely brutal. It's been a long time since I've seen anything like that. And I think they did a really good job at that. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, so
Apparently, did Nia
the other
Jax
thing,
attempt a Hurricane Rana?
I don't know. I can't remember.
Nia Jax attempted a Hurricane Rana, which, I'm impressed she even attempted in the first place, but she did not pull it off.
Yeah.
A Hurricane Rana is when you're about to be thrown over the top rope, but you use your legs to latch onto the other opponent and
Right.
throw them the top rope instead. Which is a
I
move
didn't
like
really catch
wrestling
that part, I guess. I don't
Mysterio.
really remember that down to the key. But
Wrestlers like Rey
I'll have to go back
Mysterio
and
are
watch
pretty
that later on.
with that. But Nia Jax, with the size she is, she should not be doing Hurricane
No,
Ranas.
I can agree with you on that one. Um, but what happened after Bad Blood, not The Rock, Kevin Owens beating up Cody Rhodes. Like, the only
Did
footage that there is from people's cell phones. People were
yeah,
literally tagging it underneath Triple H. You know what I mean? So it's like, bro, like, how are they getting away with that? But anyways,
interesting way to tell a story. It kind of adds to the authenticity
yeah,
of
because
the
when they
W.
post stuff like that, I mean, some of the stuff from the fans helps generate what goes to WWE. You know what I mean? Like, fans posting these clips and stuff is just helping WWE in the long run. You know what I mean?
Do you think they actually recorded it and they're gonna probably use that on
They'll probably use it
Friday?
on. Yeah, they'll probably definitely show it on Friday. But I don't know
Or
if
they'll
they
probably
recorded it themselves. Because, like I said, the only footage I see is from people's phones. So, and I don't see it anywhere on WWE stuff or posted anywhere, any other than videos that people have taken themselves.
yeah.
So,
That is interesting. I I don't know where that storyline's gonna go. Like, is Cody gonna stay in the feud with the Bloodline, or is he gonna do a feud with Kevin Owens and Randy Orton?
I'm not sure on that one. That's a good question.
Because it's not like Kevin Owens is just gonna join the Bloodline after years of uh battling them.
No.
I'm sure he still holds a major grudge against Roman, The Rock, Solo Sikoa, the Bloodline itself, even Jimmy Uso who returned the other
Yeah, I can
night.
agree with you on that.
So it's not like Cody's just gonna join the Bloodline and then Cody's
He doesn't
Bloodline
even want
storyline.
anything to do with it in the long run. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he doesn't even want anything to do with it. So what is the plan for Cody Rhodes? Is he gonna
Go
is he
fight
gonna
Kevin
feud
Owens, or is he gonna? Yeah, that's the thing. He's gonna. There's some
is he
stuff
gonna
that
feud
needs to be
with
spilled out that we still don't know yet. That needs to connect dots first before we can really predict what is gonna happen. You know, in that instance.
Look, I know SmackDown isn't a perfect show, but if they actually recorded this, put it on the press conference, the after show, whatever the hell they do, if they
Yeah.
actually record it, we would probably actually know where this
More in
where
what's gonna happen and what actually played through.
yeah, we would probably know where Cody Rhodes and KO are going in this storyline. But
Right.
currently we do not know where the storyline's going because there's two ways this could go. One, um Cody's gonna have to feud with the Bloodline and KO.
Yep.
Or two, he's gonna just feud with KO. Because there's no way he's gonna do just the
Cause
Bloodline
yeah, cause
if
what's gonna?
KO.
I wonder if Kevin Owens and them will fight on SmackDown Friday.
Maybe.
Who knows? I mean, cause I don't feel like they're gonna make that a Survivor Series match. I don't know, cause it's just too early yet to predict that who's gonna be in Survivor Series. You know?
I feel like they keep hinting to a Survivor Series match every night, and then I
It's
don't
so hard
know.
because there's so many different stories that could be involved in a Survivor Series match right now. You
I
got Judgment Day
know.
stuff, you got this, that, and it's like it's going to be hard to really say who's going to be the men's. I mean, on the women's side, I'm not sure on that one to be honest. Unless it's like Pure Fusion Collective I don't know what's going to happen there, to be honest.
I really think that Cody Rhodes is done with the Bloodline. I hope he's done with the Bloodline because I would really like him to battle actual good opponents instead of people who just need someone to win a match for them. And
Exactly.
if and when Cody loses championship, it better go to a man who deserves it.
Oh, yeah. It's not
Yeah.
just going to be any random person, and I don't feel like they're going to let him lose it to Roman again, because Roman's already Roman Reigns, you know? He set that title to another height. There needs to be a higher standard than that belt for him to be interested, or even, have, some sort of something to go with it, you know? Like, Roman is better
I'm
off
still,
being Roman Reigns than he is being the undisputed tribal chief, if you get what I mean. Like, people like him now more than they did when he was, champion. You see how people praise him now. I mean, people still did their ones and stuff, whatever. But once it started
yeah.
getting towards the end where he was starting to get, pushy and stuff and pushed away Jay, they started to see that point where they was like, okay, I don't really like this Roman guy. But now that he's back and we needed Roman, I feel like Roman is better now and before when he was like before he was champion and now that he's not champion. You know what I mean? I feel like
Yeah.
the championship part kind of people lost interested in him over time just because I feel like it was dragged on for so long. But now that we really look back at it, it was like something that he set to high standards and we praise him for it now, you know? And that's how it should be.
While Roman was a good champion, he does not need to be a champion again. Don't take this out of
No,
context.
yeah, don't take that out of context. We're not saying Roman isn't a good champion or he doesn't deserve to be a champion or anything like that. He already was a champion. He already did that and he already put that to a new level. There's not anything else more
Yeah.
for him to do with it, you know? And we're not, no one would want to see another, 1,300, 1,400 days of Roman Reigns a champion because there would be no necessary need for it. What other standard could he do? Other than be the longest reigning champion of all time, which he still technically is one of those. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for 4.
Regardless if he has the belt or not, he's still Roman Reigns. He's still the tribal chief we acknowledge. He's the OTC now. He is the original tribal chief. Solo Sikoa ain't got nothing on the original tribal chief.
Yeah.
I do kind of like
Um,
how Solo with his lippy mouth that he does random stuff with. Or he, I think I find Solo Sikoa funny sometimes on the mic. Shut up, like stuff like that, you know. I don't know. It's just his attitude that Solo gives. It gives me almost like a hysterical vibe, you know. Or you talking all that fun and games, huh, champ? That's some stuff that he says. Like,
yeah. I'm tired of Solo Sikoa. Wow,
it just seems
uh
repetitive still. You know what I mean? It's just still the same
I'm
old
tired.
stuff. It's getting hard to really stay involved with that storyline, like, so I hope like
I
Cody
didn't
does go off and do something different because if he sticks around with the bloodline, it's just going to start to make Cody stuff start to not be, interesting too. You know what I mean?
I
Like they need to have Cody doing other things like don't leave him wrapped up in this bloodline right now. Like go feud with KO, do that stuff, figure that stuff out, like maybe Randy Orton gets involved and we hear from Randy Orton to see what he's got to say about the whole situation because Randy wasn't there. And I'm sure if Randy was there, he would have pulled Kevin Owens off of Cody. So that's just kind of how that was. It's, and no hard feelings between Kevin and Randy yet, but I'm just saying Randy would have split it up for sure. And then if Kevin Owens would have shoved him, I'm pretty sure Randy would have RKO'd him.
the rare moments from
Because I
Randy
feel like
Orton.
he's gonna shove him. He's gonna shove. If he shoves Randy again, bro, he's gonna get that RKO.
Yeah. Well, what side is Randy Orton on? I'm sure we'll
I
find
don't.
out on Monday.
I don't know. He's friends with Cody, but yet he's not trying to. He's friends with KO, but he's obviously not trying to get Kevin Owens to fight Cody. I guess. I hope they get him involved with this because I want to see where this goes and what Randy Orton has to say about this whole situation.
Can we get Ricky back? Can we get Ricky to feud with KO? And yeah, make that a match at Survivor Series.
Yeah.
Now that KO's
We could
turned
probably go
heel, we
ahead
can have
and get ready to wrap this up. I mean, we basically already talked about everything. I mean, unless you got some other things you want to talk about, my dude.
I would like to get some actual food, so if you don't mind, I would like to wrap it up.
Yeah, that's fine. I just want to say, so Gunther to battle Sami Zayn for the World Heavyweight Championship tonight. We got Xavier Woods going on to fight uh, Jey Uso, the Intercontinental Championship match, because Kofi got him the match last week. So we're gonna see what happens there. We could possibly see Kofi and Xavier possibly get into it. Maybe see the end of New Day tonight. I don't know what's gonna happen. If Kofi gets involved somehow, I'm sure something's gonna happen regarding that. And then we've got Pete Dunne in a Donnybrook match against Sheamus. So it's basically like a street fight, Irish street fight, and it's going to be taking place tonight. So we're going to see that. We could possibly hear from Raquel, Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, and CM Punk. So those are some topics that you might see on the show tonight as well. King, anything you would like to add to this podcast?
I would like to do the outro
Go for it, my dude.
again. All right, so follow our socials. Dylan is on Twitter, Twitch. He has 2 YouTube channels. He's on Instagram, TikTok. He has a Discord. I'm on Twitch, Twitter, and I'm a retired YouTuber. Join the Discord. When you join the Discord, you have access to WWE news, WWE confirmed matches, WWE recaps of the night of SmackDown or Raw. You are able to watch SmackDown, Raw, NXT, or any upcoming pay-per-view in the server along with other people, and you are allowed to share us your photos and clips from live WWE events. Final thing, the WWE is a fake program. It's for entertainment purposes only. It is not real contact. It's not real beef. So don't actually get upset for a wrestler for what they do on television or because of what they said online, because they are getting paid to do what they do. All right, that's it.
All right. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed the podcast. This was the 10/7/2024 podcast for Raw. This was the predictions. Hopefully you guys all have a great day, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.